Today, we're going to be focusing on one single spot. We're going to do Sheraton Stair today, located in the Sheraton Hotel, just underground at the food court, pretty much right across the street from Nathan Phillips Square, as well as City Hall. This is it right here. We're going to talk about all the tricks that have gone down on this Stair, quite a good handful of them, so I'm stoked to dive into this one. And yeah, let's get into it. First things first, let's start with Kevin T.O. I gotta give him the respect on this spot for sure. I mean, I think we've all seen, and if you haven't seen, click the link below to check out the videos, but I think a lot of us from Toronto definitely think about Kevin T.O. when we think of Sheraton 8. He's done some of the sickest clips at this spot. I know some of them were filmed by Eric Valentic. The nollie heel that he did, I love that clip. One of the best Kevin T.O. clips of all time. Also, he varial heel flipped this spot. He also switch heeled it. He also half cab flipped it back in the day on a Gravity Board Sports YouTube video. Switch front big spin. He's done nollie back heel on it. He big flipped it. The big flip was perfect too. Filmed Fisheye by Eric. I love that clip. I think a lot of the tricks were in one sesh too. I think the varial heel, switch front big, nollie heel, and the big flip were all in one single session. Before we get into any more tricks, let's just talk about the actual spot itself. Let's talk about the run up. Let's talk about just the size of the Stair, the ceiling aspect of it, that if you're really tall, you could potentially hit your head on this thing. A lot of us were skating this when we were younger, when we were kids, so we didn't have to worry too much about that. But even as we got older, like some guys would still have to kind of be on the lookout for that one. There's no shortage of run up for this spot. You can got enough speed. It's just an Stair at the end of the day. I love the ground. I love the colors of the spot too, with like the orangey brown and white tiles. It always gave it like a really cool look. Some people would even use this spot for their parts as well in videos. These rubber things at the top, like they do stick out a little bit, so you would have to pop just a little bit before them so they don't grab your trick, especially if you're doing something nollie or fakie down it. Brendan McCausland, Mahjong, he's done switch ollie. He also did a nollie frontside 180 down it. He also nollied this thing too. Cody Beaudry, he did a good handful of clips down this thing actually. I know he did a Benihana down this thing. That's pretty gnar. He back 180'd it, just warming up. He airwalked this thing, but like the airwalk, like he really airwalked. It wasn't just like a grab and push it out, like he really walked. So that one was sick. He did a really popped varial flip on this thing, and he full cabbed it too. I mean, what hasn't Cody Beaudry full cabbed in Toronto? Sam Flood, he nollie 3-shoved this thing like in front of you. That's a rare one. He also switch front big spinned it as well. A lot of these tricks you could find in Tyler Pearson Mullen's video, Winter Ain't Shit. Great video, came out in 2014. There was some outdoor clips in that video, but it really highlighted Toronto's winter skateboarding. So you would see a lot of these indoor spots that you're gonna see in all these videos as well. If you haven't watched any of our videos, I'll give you the next one right here. Let's put the Lansdowne video right here. Go watch that after this one. Sando Angotti, he backside flipped this thing. He actually did that 2 times on 2 separate occasions. And he also frontside flipped down it as well. Pretty good mirror tricks. I like those ones a lot. He did the nollie back 1 and the nollie frontside 180 as well. Again, mirroring himself. He did regular frontside big spin, and he also did nollie backside big spin too. And then he did regular front big heel. I know he did that one twice as well. One's in a Joey Boyce montage. I think he kind of puts his hands down on that one, but then he cleaned it up in Winter Ain't Shit. It was perfect. Speaking of Joey Boyce, he back heeled this thing. He also switch front shoved it as well. And he 3-shoved it. That one was sick. Maybe then we could accumulate. Mike Tatarski, he switched back 180 and switch pop shoved it. Those are probably a little bit on the easier side for him. That was pretty chill for Mike Tatarski, but he did them. Brandon Brilliant, he does switch 180 and then he heel flips it as well. Tyler Bronson does pop shove tail grab, and he also fakie big spinned it. Matt Fisher, he does pre-grab, and then he continues down that fence over there, and then does tray flip on flat, and then ends it off with a nollie heel. Sam O'Connor, his ender in ADP, did varial heel. Kirk Roach does tray flip, then nollie flip. Jaden Bono, he does backside 360, he frontside flipped it, and he also switch big heeled it in one of Kenny Scared's montages. Shane Eldridge, he did frontside big spin, and he also switch front 3-shoved it as well. Paul Liliani, he did tray flip on this set, and he also nollie big heeled it. And speaking of nollie big heel, Colin Finlater, he also nollie big heeled this set as well, which was dope. Like the fact that that trick's gone down twice by 2 different people. And they were both perfect too. They were both so different, but both so perfect. I love those clips. Colin Finlater, he also did fakie front half cab on this too. And he also did a nollie heel down it too in the one Hungarian, one Londoner video. But he like almost kind of primos it, but that one was sick too. Mitch Donovan, he did switch back 180, and then there's another montage by Shubat. I think it's the March montage. Mitch Donovan does switch varial flip on it. And then one of my favorite clips on this spot would be Mitch's fakie tray in his finesse part. It's the best fakie tray. It's the first fakie tray I'd ever seen Mitch do down like a bigger street spot. This was also back in 2008. So seeing him do that, the double angles with the long lens and the fisheye, went really well with the song too, with the April Wine track. And then Brandon Del Bianco, dude, like he did like 15 different tricks down this thing, a lot of them all in one sesh. But yeah, shout out to Brandon Del Bianco. He got some tricks. Fakie front shoved this in the Ontario Element Underground video, as well as nollie frontside flip. He did regular frontside flip on it. He switch pop shoved this thing. He's done nollie backside big spin. He did nollie front 3 on it too. Nollie flipped it. And he nollie heeled it too. He did switch heel. He did a really good nollie varial heel on it too. Then to end things off at this spot, this is a shorter video, but kind of just like a quick stop, you know, one of those quick stop videos that we're gonna be doing. You're gonna be seeing a few of these as we go on through these winter spots, but Brandon Del Bianco, he also nollie tray flipped this spot too, and that one was perfect. I don't even know how many tricks we just named of his, but there was a lot. Comment down below what your favorite trick was on this specific spot. Again, this is a shorter one, but hey, appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know what spots you want to see next of all the indoor series. Again, this is season 2. All the indoor spots are going to be happening around this time, so let us know whether it's the subway station, path, you want to see York University. Let us know down below. With all that said, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.